Some games are so immersive they pull you in and don't let go, no matter how much you try. You sit down for a quick session and before you know it, hours have flown by. In this video, we'll talk about 10 incredibly addictive games that can make you forget everything else. Let's get started. Lies of P deserves a lot of praise, not because it breaks new ground or delivers an intricate story, but because it confidently stands alongside titans like Dark Souls and Sekiro. While some dismiss it as a simple Souls-like clone, it's much more than that. Lies of P offers an even more brutal gameplay experience, arguably surpassing Sekiro in its demand for constant precision. As someone who's played nearly every From Software game, I can confidently say Lies of P is not for the faint-hearted or beginners. But if you embrace the challenge, this game will reward you with a deeply satisfying experience. The combat is intense and exhilarating, and the atmosphere is incredibly rich and immersive. The dark reimagining of Pinocchio's tale grips you from start to finish. If you can endure the difficulty, Lies of P is absolutely worth the ride. Outcast. A New Beginning may not stand out from other open-world action-adventure games, but it remains faithful to its 90s predecessor, delivering a fun, quirky, and action-packed experience. Gameplay-wise, it reminds me of Just Cause, but with a sci-fi twist and a more playful, lighter tone. What really stands out for me, despite some obvious flaws, is the freedom to explore the world. You can approach quests, explore alien environments, and take down enemies in your own way. Yes, some fetch and collect missions feel unnecessary and a bit outdated, but the world is intriguing enough to keep you engaged. It retains an old-school charm with its non-linear exploration, paying homage to the original while offering something fresh for new players. While it's technically a sequel to Outcast from 1999, one of the first 3D open-world games, you don't need to have played the original or its 2017 remake to enjoy this adventure. As a longtime Harry Potter fan, I was a bit skeptical about Hogwarts Legacy. It seemed like such an ambitious project, so I approached it with cautious optimism. But when it finally released, I was blown away. The game is not only visually stunning, but it's packed with detail and depth. You play as a new student at Hogwarts, which allows you to create your own story rather than playing as Harry or his friends. You get to explore the magnificent school and iconic locations, and every corner is brimming with activities, puzzles, side quests, and plenty of enemies. From dueling fellow students to facing off against colossal monsters, the combat is challenging and satisfying. Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, you'll love this game for its excellent RPG mechanics. There's crafting, interacting with NPCs, gathering resources, unlocking new abilities, and so much more. It's an experience that will keep you hooked and make you forget about everything else. The Tomb Raider series has always been special to me, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider took my appreciation to a new level. Just when I thought the franchise couldn't evolve further, this entry surprised me. While the story has its weak spots, it delves deeply into Lara's personal struggles, exploring her relationships and the consequences of her past actions. It's an intriguing narrative shift that adds more emotional weight to the journey. Where the game really shines is the gameplay. The improvements in movement make navigating the beautifully treacherous environment smoother than ever. From scaling cliffs to solving intricate puzzles, everything feels fluid. The stealth mechanics also stand out, bringing a new layer of intensity to encounters. Whether you're sneaking through jungle foliage or using the environment to your advantage, the stealth sequences are some of the most exciting parts of the game. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a fantastic evolution of an already brilliant series. Metroid Prime Remastered is a true masterpiece, breathing new life into one of the greatest classics. What makes it exceptional is the way it blends first-person shooting with deep atmospheric exploration. Unlike traditional FPS games where you just blast through levels or chat with teammates, Metroid Prime focuses on discovering the secrets of its world entirely on your own. The gameplay keeps you constantly engaged, scanning environments, solving puzzles, and unlocking new areas with the abilities you earn. You're never just wandering aimlessly. There's always something intriguing or collectible just around the corner. The remaster's stunning visuals elevate the experience, immersing you even further in the eerie, mysterious planet. It truly feels like you're alone, piecing together the story bit by bit, which adds to the magic of this unforgettable journey. Nioh is a game that I absolutely loved from start to finish. It's like a faster, more flashy take on the Souls-like genre, infused with anime-style flair and high-octane combat. While the story didn't completely captivate me, it was decent, nothing groundbreaking but serviceable. What really makes Nioh shine is its gameplay. The fluid combat mechanics, the huge variety of weapons and stances, and the deep customization options will keep you hooked for hours. The difficulty is punishing but fair, and mastering each fight feels incredibly rewarding. The boss battles in particular are a real test of skill and patience, but once you take them down, it feels like an enormous victory. If you're into challenging, fast-paced action with depth, Nioh is definitely worth playing. It's hard to believe Skyrim is over 23 years old and still one of the most popular action RPGs out there. The game has evolved with tons of new lore, activities, and enemies. What truly sets Skyrim apart is how it tells its story through its environment. There's something uniquely immersive about it, but you don't play Skyrim for the main plot. It's decent, but nothing particularly memorable. The real magic lies in exploring the world. There's always another dungeon to clear, a new weapon to find, or a powerful boss waiting to be defeated, keeping you engaged for hundreds of hours. The sheer depth of the game can feel overwhelming, because once you dive in, it's hard to stop. That endless sense of discovery and adventure is what makes Skyrim so special, and why it still captures players' hearts decades later.
Don't move! LSPD, don't move! Hands in the air!
I'm not fucking around!
If you want to experience the intensity of being a SWAT operative on high-stakes, real-life-inspired missions, Ready or Not is a must-play. From the moment you start, there's a constant sense of tension as you navigate unfamiliar buildings, tight corridors, and unpredictable environments, never knowing what's around the next corner. It keeps you on edge, always alert. You're not alone though. You've got your SWAT team with you, and you can give them commands like breaching doors, providing covering fire, or tossing in flashbangs. What sets this game apart is its brutal close-quarters combat, where every piece of equipment from ballistic shields to night vision goggles feels essential. The tactical gameplay is gripping, requiring you to carefully plan your approach, whether you're using a mirror gun to check under doors or finding the safest entry point. One wrong move can mean disaster. You might even lose your entire squad to a hidden booby trap. The high stakes keep you hooked.
Get down on your knees!
Returnal takes the best elements from different game genres and combines them into a truly unique experience. In this thrilling mix of roguelike and third-person shooter, you play as a space explorer trapped on an alien planet, caught in a time loop where you're forced to relive your crash and explore hostile
Second section of the game, I can almost entirely guarantee you'll have an easier time in the later areas.
The world shifts, changing the map layout.
If you are playing Returnal and have some other use
things fresh and exciting. The game's atmosphere is rich, blending wonder and horror, tapping into your curiosity while making you cautious at every turn. The fast-paced, arcade-inspired gunplay is intense, highly challenging, and extremely rewarding. Returnal pushes you to stay on your toes. It's one of Sony's best, nailing everything from its dynamic gameplay to its stunning visuals. If you love high stakes and gorgeous design, this game is a must-play. Fallout 4 has stood the test of time, and with the recent next-gen update, it feels better than ever. This update not only improves the visuals and performance, but also brings fresh content, making it a must-play even years after its original release. You'll dive into a sprawling open world filled with diverse locations, meaningful quests, and memorable characters, each offering unique perspectives on life in the wasteland. Beyond exploration, Fallout 4 excels with its deep crafting and base-building systems. You can construct settlements from scratch, customize weapons, and tailor your character's abilities to fit your playstyle. The level of freedom is unmatched, encouraging creativity at every turn. Plus, with the support of an active modding community, the experience stays fresh, offering endless ways to enhance or change gameplay. Whether you're new to the series or returning for another adventure, Fallout 4 in its updated form is more engaging than ever.
Detected. Stealth capabilities. Fascinating. Sustained. Assessing damage.
Something's out there.
Attention all personnel.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this list of 10 games so addictive you won't be able to put them down, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more gaming content. Let us know in the comments which game had you hooked the most. Stay stylish, stay legit, and we'll catch you in the next one. Happy gaming!